Before we start today's vlog, I just want to let you guys know that I was not going to film a vlog today because we went to celebrate my uncle's celebration of life. And I didn't think it was going to be as hard for me as it eventually turned out to be. I think it's because I don't know, it was my dad's brother, and I knew him pretty well, but I mean, I didn't know him as well as I knew my Uncle Greg, who sadly passed away back in 2018. And I went in there with a brave face, but when I saw my cousins, which are his daughters, and all the other family members there, and when we were standing around praying with the chaplain that was there and just sharing memories, it just dawned on me, you know, a lot of my family is now gone. All four of my grandparents are gone. My parents are about to be in their 80s, so I don't know how much longer I'm going to have them around. My uncle just passed, and my family's dying off, guys. So I'm pretty emotional right now, but I decided I would come on and do a vlog anyway. So enough emotion. Let's get straight to the vlog, guys. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, middle class, upper class, high class, friends, foes, adversaries, cats, snakes, chickens, ducks, reptiles, whatever may be watching. Your old friend Zach the Incredible Impression here today. I don't know where the day's gonna lead, but let's just play it by ear, okay? Let's go. Okay, guys. Think I found a random location for the day. Just arrived at the Colonial Park Mall here in Harrisburg. Decided to check this place out again, an old stomping ground of mine, because from what I heard, they have sold this property. I don't know what they sold it to or if they even sold it, but I heard that the place was for sale. But this was one of my old stomping grounds, guys. I used to come to this mall all the time. There's not too much of it left, but I'm gonna, like I did at the Lebanon Valley Mall back in July, I'm gonna walk around and just explain what things used to be and what they are now, or the places that are closed. I'm still gonna explain to you, whether you guys like it or not. Doesn't even smell like a mall anymore. This mall is pretty much defunct. There's very few stores remaining. Right here used to be Sears. This used to be a Sears department store. They still have the Auntie Anne's sign up, but Auntie Anne's is long gone from here. Shoe Carnival. This here used to be a bank, and then it turned into, I think, either Abercrombie and Fitch, or I forget. Now, this store here, you don't need me to tell you what this is. I think the entrance and the graffiti pretty much says it all. But I will tell you anyways. It was Spencer's. And then over here, I forget what a lot of these places were, but this mall used to be popping and slammed with shoppers galore. Now, where Shoe Carnival is, I do remember there was two stores that had two different themes. The one theme was in the summertime, spring and summer. It was called Sports Adventure. And then during Halloween, it was called Halloween Adventure. But the Sports Adventure store had billiards, bar stools, card tables, pool tables, pretty much man cave things. And they had a lot and I mean a lot of Esco statues in there. I'd never seen so many Escos before. And what I thought was really cool was they actually had an entire area of the Escos that were just specifically the Three Stooges. They had like 5 Curlies standing next to each other, followed by Moes. Like, I think they had, at one time, they had like 20 Moes standing there. And then they had Larry's like all over the store. This is a dance studio. Now, you know, I honestly, I don't remember what a lot of these stores were, but I will take you down to the other side of the mall and show you what I remember there. Now, Boscov's is still here, and I forget what this was, maybe a Yankee Candle or something. If anyone watching is from around here or remembers what used to be around here, let me know in the comments. I'd really appreciate it, because again, it's been a long time since I've been here. GNC is no longer. This place is now remarkably quiet. Okay guys, you see where those 2 benches are right there? I'm gonna tell you guys a really fun fact. In the early 2000s, I joined a singing group based out of the Harrisburg area, or the Lebanon area, I'm sorry, and it was called Energy. The singing group was called Energy, and we would rehearse in Lebanon and all over the place, and then we would go and perform places. We performed at Hershey Park. We performed at the Whitaker Center of Harrisburg. Sorry, I'm drifting out of frame. And then the big show of the year was here at the Colonial Park Mall, and I am standing in the exact area where the gimbal reached its point. I'm standing in the exact area that my Uncle Greg and I stood and played I Should Have Known Better. I was on the harmonica and singing. Greg was on guitars, and he was singing also. I've got a photograph which I'll put up, and I'll line up the shot here, but it really meant a lot to me because, you know, Greg is no longer with me, and I wish this gimbal would focus. Sorry guys, it's all over the place. But Greg passed away, as I told you earlier in the beginning of the vlog. It was the first time he and I ever performed together, and it was like a dream come true for me. But I'm gonna set the camera down and try to line up the best shot that I can, and then show you guys the photo. So, excuse me a minute. About right here, guys. About right here. Maybe over a little bit. Standing on the harmonica. Greg over here on the guitar. Right here, guys. Right here. Still hard to believe how, after all these years, I still remember all these things. A lot of people are like, you know, what did you do back then? What did you do in this time of your life? People would say, no, I don't know. I think I was here. I think I was there. But not only was I able to recall what I did, but I was able to line up the shot and stand in the exact spot. And I gotta tell you guys again, it was pretty emotional for me, because it's pretty emotional for me to know that so many memories took place here, not just with my friends and my family shopping, but with my uncle. And I swear I could feel his presence there beside me. It was, whoa. It was an experience like none other. But I'm gonna show you guys this now. Quick pan, quick pan. This used to be, as you can see, the Bonton, and my mom and my grandmother, Baba, they would shop in here all the time. And I'd be walking in with them, I'd be like, ugh, do we really have to go here again? Wow, you can still see inside. Focus. They've even still got some of the things in there, like the Estee Lauder Estee Lauder, and I don't remember exactly when this store closed down, but it closed a while ago. I'm gonna try to focus the camera here. I know you can really see me, but I'm gonna try to focus this. There we go. I remember Tumbletown was always here. Now they have since closed down as well, but there's still the sign. Used to be, obviously, at Kitty's Playground. They've still got the mall map up here. I want to see if there's anything still on there that I remember. Wow, this was the old map. Maybe now I can show you guys what used to be there. You had, of course, Sears over here. Then you had Annie Ann's, of course. Shoe Carnival, which is still there. AT&T was there. The Tappan Arts. Justice was where Spencer's used to be, I do believe. Oh no, Spencer's Gifts was right there. Then there was Country Crossings, Justice, Tappan Arts, Foot Locker, Hallmark, Zales, Zoomania, General GNC, American Outfitters, and then we got Boscov's up here, which I'll take you guys to. And we had Victoria's Secret down here. Gertrude Hawk's chocolates were always one of my favorites. Bleacher Bums, I believe that's a beach store or something. Beach beach merchandise, but I'm not sure. We'd have to double check. Then we had the wireless enhancements. There was a CVS down here at one point. Wow, they have Buffalo Wild Wings now. I remember the Pizza Zone being there. I do believe it was a Sparrow at one time. Osaka, Japan, I don't remember that. I do remember China Max. They had the best bourbon chicken in the entire world. And then where K Jewelers is used to be FYE. It used to be all over here. But before that, it was a Readings and Greetings, or a Greetings and Readings, however you want to call it. But that was right there. Over here was GameStop. Now down here was a Hot Topic, believe it or not. And the movie cinema is still there, I think. Maybe it's not. But, sheesh. Alright guys, let's continue on. Hard to believe they still have that old mall map up there. Yet, every place is closed down. Literally every place. As a matter of fact, I don't think you could see Route 21 in the shot, but you can definitely see what the store was behind here. I don't know exactly what the store was, but jeez. So many memories, my gosh. This is the view I saw when I was standing here singing. Now I do believe that this store here was a sporting goods store. It had a lot of like sports shoes and sneakers and stuff. Does anybody remember the old Reebok pump-up shoes from the 90s? They had like the ones with the tennis ball pump on it. They also had, you know, they also had the basketball pumps. I actually had a couple of basketball pump shoes. If I can find some photos online, I'll post them up. I know I'll be able to find some, so I'll post them up right now. Kayla's Nails. Now we're coming up on Boscov's, guys. They used to have a fountain here, but I don't think it's in... Oh, wow. You can't get to Boscov's up here. Wow. You actually cannot get to it here. Wow. This area is closed. We apologize for any inconvenience. Oh, wow. If I was that risky, I would definitely maybe go under here and walk up, but I'm not gonna take the chance. I don't like to go places that I'm not supposed to. Wow. That fountain used to be bustling with activity right there. Jeesh. Victoria's Secret used to be right here. You know, I knew I should have charged the camera a little bit more before I came out here. There's the Colonial dollar, $1 and up. This was American Outfitter, I do believe. Yeah, American Eagle. You know, I don't even remember. I've forgotten already. Then I want to brag about me having a great memory and everything. Be careful how you brag about things. Watch the egos there, because you never know when it's gonna come back to bite you. K Jewelers, which was the old Greetings and Readings, used to have a lot of the Melody Emotions here as well. Then it was an FYE for a while. You had the old movie theater over here, and it looks like even the movie theater has closed down. You know what I just realized? There's nothing showing right now, but there will be here in a second. Now showing the Incredible Impression YouTube channel. Photo booth, old photo booth. These are still popular in some areas. I guess this is where Buffalo Wild Wings was. It's not there anymore. Yeah, you can see it used to be Buffalo Wild Wings. And as I mentioned, over here was a CVS. And believe it or not, where the entrance to the Fire Lounge is, that used to be an arcade. That used to be an arcade. My friends and I would go there. We would play skee ball. We would play that light thing with the stopper, you know, where the light bulbs would light up and you'd have to stop it. And if you stopped it at just the right place, you would get a big prize. You would get like the most amount of tickets possible. And there's the pizza place right there. The old pizza place. I'm not going to go too close and film too close, because I know a lot of people don't like to be filmed. Hey, how you doing? Good. I'm filming for YouTube. Absolutely. What's that? The Incredible Impression. Absolutely. Thank you. Well, I might have just gained a new subscriber. Now, if I had my business cards on me, I would have been able to give it right to him. Chinamax, that's closed down now, but that's where they had the greatest bourbon chicken in the world. Back there where that door is, that used to lead to the restrooms. And of course, Osaka. I never ate at Osaka before. Oh, yes. Wow. Just wow. Okay, so when I was door dashing a couple weeks ago, I got recognized by a Taco Bell employee. This guy, I go to pick up a meal for a delivery, and this guy looks at me. He's like, "You look very familiar." And he steps back. He's like, "Wait a minute. Are you Zach the Incredible Impression?" I'm like, Yes. He's like, oh my gosh, could I get your autograph? He's like, I've been following you since day one, back when you were still Florida's Hollywood impersonator or Hollywood impressionist. I don't remember, but either way, guys, what just happened? The reason I had to stop the camera back there is because the people that I said I didn't want to make uncomfortable by filming, they literally came running up to me, showing me their phones and saying, is this your channel? Is this your channel? They clicked subscribe. Then they said, can we get a picture with you, please? Can we get a picture? Can we get a picture? So I got recognized, and I'm not even fully submerged in the YouTube world, but it's nice to be recognized. Thank you to you folks. I'm sure you're going to watch this vlog. I did not get your names, but thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for following. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Really means a lot to me when I gain new support, new subscribers. And all I can say is keep the love coming, guys. Keep it coming. Ah, there's the old Bath and Body Works. There it is. Oh, and I didn't show you guys the, where'd they go? The massage chairs. They're all the way down there. My buddy Eddie, you all know him, Eddie Deason. He could literally, put money in one of those things and he could fall asleep. Like literally, he would fall asleep on one of those chairs in the middle of one of the malls in South Carolina. All right, guys, we're gonna head on out of the mall here. We're gonna go back to Palmyra again because there's a few places that I didn't show you guys last time that I want to show you guys this time. I don't really need to, but I want to show you guys. So I want to get going here. I actually drove about 30 minutes from where I dropped my parents off at their friend's house. But hey, oh, here it is. Here it is. Here's the massage chairs, and those are worth it. It's well worth the money. Sorry, guys, I'm getting off track here. But quick pan. So we're going to get out of here. We're going to go down to Palmyra. Got a couple things, as I said, I wanted to show you guys. So I hope you'll enjoy it. I know this vlog is going to be much longer than yesterday's, which I know Adam the Woo tells me, put content out there, but keep it short at the beginning. But you know me. I like to document a lot of things, but maybe I can... People are saying break it down into 1 or 2 or 3 vlogs, but I don't know why. I don't do it. One other thing I forgot to mention here next to Spencer's was, believe it or not, an Arby's restaurant right in there. We used to, my mom and Baba and I, we would go in there. My mom and Baba would get a chicken sandwich, and I would get a chicken sandwich, but I would take the bread off and everything, just eat the chicken. We would get curly fries, and Baba and I used to love to get our pickles from the condiment table. That was back when Arby's had, the condiment table. You could pump your own ketchup and stuff and get your own onions, kind of like a gas station does for the hot dogs. But yeah, what memories. Wow, what memories for a defunct mall. Wow. All I can say is wow. Back here in Palmyra now, and the place I'm standing outside of right now is Seltzer's Smokehouse Meats. Seltzer's Bologna is a staple of Lebanon County and Pennsylvania in general. We used to come here to the market all the time and buy fresh Bologna right off the line. And the smokehouses, which I'll show you in a few seconds, the smokehouses are back there. They actually smoke their own Bologna right here on site. As a matter of fact, I can smell it right now. Getting kind of hungry. I might actually have to go and get some Bologna at the store. But Seltzer's Bologna is well known for their awesome Bologna, etc., etc. I prefer the sweet Bologna. We can get it in Florida, but it's pre-packaged like they are sold here as well. And you can get them at Brown's Market in Oxford, Florida, which is ironically right down the street from my apartment complex. But yeah, Seltzer's Bologna right here. Now obviously you can't drive through this area because this is the loading dock, but I can smell the awesome scent of Bologna right now. And around there are the smokehouses. Take you guys around, show them to you. Here they are, the Seltzer's smokehouses. You can see obviously the wood is completely sooted over. It's got soot and the sweet coverage of smoke from the smokehouse. You know, I've never actually been back here this close to the smokehouses, but I wish you guys could smell it right now. I mean, oh my gosh, just here, just I hope you guys got a good whiff of that, but oh my gosh, it smells amazing out here. Or as my signature goes, it smells absolutely, wait for it, incredible. My gosh, it smells awesome. All right, guys, I'm gonna get out of here before I get hungry and start breaking the camera into a million pieces out of starvation and getting hangry. Hungry and angry. So I'm gonna get out of here. Gonna take you guys one more place for the day, and then gonna sign off and see you guys tomorrow then. But one more place. Oh my gosh, it smells excellent over here. Just here, one more time. Just, did you get it? You got it? No? Then you're gonna have to come here and see for yourself, guys. But let's get going. Okay, guys, to finish off today's vlog, I have arrived at the UPMC Children's Community Pediatric Center on Chocolate Avenue here in Hershey. This place has a special meaning to me because from the time I was just a little tyke until I believe when I was, I don't know, 6th grade maybe, I went to this place. This was where I went to the doctor. At the time, it was known as the Hershey Pediatric Center. The doctor that saw me was Dr. Glenn Bartlett, and sadly, he has recently passed away. You can just barely see the inside. This was the family waiting room right here. It still is. Get a little shot of it there. I don't want to bump the camera. But that is the desk right there. That's where we would check in. This area here was the family waiting area. This is where, after I was out of my little tyke era, which was, oh gosh, I don't know, however young, however old you are when you're not a kid anymore. But until then, over here was the children's play area. They used to have building blocks and toys and stuff. It still is a children's area, a play area, but it's not exactly what it used to be. And they have since remodeled the flooring in there to hardwood floors. It used to be all carpet. And when they'd come out for me, they would take me in there, back there, to the giant nursing station. And then there was rooms on both sides, and there was one big room, like the big examination room, in the middle. But really brings back a lot of memories. The only times I hated going here was for my annual flu shot. As soon as they came out of that door there and they had that blue tray when I could see that syringe, oh man, I just lost it. Literally, I lost it. I remember one time when I had to come in for a quick blood test, I actually led the nurse on a wild goose chase around the whole facility because I did not want to have my blood taken, because I did not want to be stuck by a needle. And eventually one of the nurses cornered me over where we just came from over there. I ran all around, made a scene, ran out this door, ran around there, and one of the nurses cut me off and blocked my path going in that door over there. And they grabbed me. My dad helped them, and they gave me my blood test right in front of everybody as I was screaming bloody murder. You can't really see the door from here, but it's right over there. I don't know. I don't think you can see it, but anyway, as I mentioned, Dr. Glenn Bartlett was my pediatrician, and sadly, he passed away a few months ago. So actually, I believe when I came up here in July, I came past here and I did not see anyone in the parking lot. I did not see his name up there, so I decided to Google his name, and I discovered he had passed away, sadly. And over here, directly across the street there, I don't know if you can just barely see it, is Spring Creek Golf Course. That is also one of the courses that Baba and I played golf at. I remember she used to tell me, hit it straight down the middle. And I would always follow her instructions and hit it straight down the middle. But a lot of my childhood here in Hershey. Thank you, Dr. Bartlett, for all you did for me during my childhood years. You kept me healthy, and I really appreciate it. Rest in peace, sir. And that's going to do it for today, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that ding notification so you'll know when more incredible vlogs are headed your way. One more shout out to the people at the Colonial Park Mall who stopped and recognized me, got pictures with me, subscribed. Thank you so much. It means the world to me. And I will see you guys probably, if not tomorrow, then definitely the next day. But for today, the incredible impression is over.